It is Monday, July 4th, 2022, 8:34 a.m. I'm working the late shift this week, so 11:30 to 8, which kind of sucks because usually in like a normal week when I work 8:30 to 5, around noon is around the time that I can start feeling my productivity get down, and then like as it goes into the afternoon, it starts to kind of like really dwindle. And I found that the last time I worked this shift, I started my day already like not wanting to work. So it was just a really off week. So I'm gonna sneeze. So that's gonna be rough. I'm really excited because next week I have off. I use Lou time to take that time off, which is nice. I'm excited for that. I was gonna take a sick day this week, but with me working the late shift, I just probably won't. Because I don't know, I just would feel bad if someone else has to do that, take the late shift for me. So we'll probably just take it the week I come back. I don't know why I'm suddenly so tired. Like I was fine. I got a pretty good night's rest. I was really tired yesterday. I read a bit before I went to bed at like 11-ish. I slept like just fine. I'm just like right now, I'm just tired as shit. And I was fine like 30 minutes ago. So I might make myself a coffee shortly. This weekend was a long weekend, which was nice and relaxing. Money in the Bank happened where I won. I watched the new Stranger Things season 4, which was fantastic. I watched season 3 of Barry, which is also very good. I've been listening to music still. I'm not playing as much Diablo lately. Really haven't been doing a whole lot of anything lately. Actually, Rocket League is the only game I've been playing lately. I got the Champ 2, and then I started getting actually annoyed because for some reason all my teammates started playing like they're in silver. So, and like I definitely had some silver plays, but it was just weird. Like they wouldn't go, like the ball would be free and they just stay in net. Like anyway. So I was actually getting annoyed at Rocket League yesterday, so I stopped playing. And other than that, I just literally just sit and listen to music or watch podcasts or watch something because I have nothing else to do. I thought about going for a walk on, I think it was Saturday, or maybe it was Friday. No, yeah, it was Saturday. And I was about to do it, and I was like, I just really don't want to get up and go do that, so I didn't. So I don't know, just trying to think of or do stuff because I'm just really bored. Honestly, I'm just so bored. So there's not really a whole lot more to talk about there. I had therapy last week where I wasn't really anything like I specifically that's like bringing my mood down, but I wanted to talk about with my therapist how lately I've just been thinking a lot about like romantic relationships, and like to the point where I'm dreaming about being in one. And so there's a part of me that wants to be in, like wants to have a girlfriend, but there's another part of me that whenever I think about that, I start getting like anxious and stressed out because of the work that you have to actually put in to doing that. And I'm not wanting to do that. Like I don't want to hang out with someone. I don't want to have to put, if I want to sit and watch stuff, even if I'm bored all weekend, if I want to sit and do nothing all weekend, I want to sit and do nothing. Like I don't want to have to like talk to someone. And it's just like these very simple things that just, like honestly, the more I think about it, I start getting actually like angry. I start getting like frustrated, and I'm not even in a relationship. I'm just thinking about these things. I'm like, well, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. It's clearly not. Plus, there's just my own personal stuff I'm still working on that I want to figure out before I start actively searching for someone. So we were just talking about that, trying to figure out like what exactly is it, like why do I have this thought? Why am I so hesitant to be in a relationship like with those other like with the things I was talking about. And there was the one of the things that we started talking about was like how love, like how did I receive love as a kid? Because I talked about my childhood a bit, and I was like, well, she asked like how did you receive love? And I don't really remember. Like I was just like, I don't remember. And she's like, well, did you receive it from like by doing stuff, like you got love by doing stuff? And I was like, yeah, kind of. Like it was like if I did well in school, like that was like the big thing. And then, but I knew that like like love wasn't like that wasn't the only reason I got love, was that I did well in school. That was like the most common way to get love, but I didn't really care. Like I wasn't like missing out on love. Like I never really had that. Um, but the point of that was that what was the point of that? Uh, the point of that was that I don't remember what the point of that was now. I don't know why. I'm just I'm frustrated this morning. I don't know. Um, but the whole thing was that like we started talking about that, and then we started talking about like the dynamic between mom and dad, and like how that is probably a large reason as to why I don't want to be in a relationship, or haven't really like been fully committed to the relationships I've been in, and have had a hard time being in them, because maybe I'm just afraid of being hurt, or maybe I'm afraid of recreating that dynamic, or something along those lines. So I'm just trying to figure that out. And then yesterday I was reading a book, and currently the one I'm reading is about how, it's called The Antidote, and I don't forget who it's by, but it's basically about how, like the premise is that trying to be happy, like thinking positively, is actually making you more unhappy. Um, and I'm only like I don't know, chapter and a bit in, but basically they're talking about how like when you like the example they use is, for 1 minute don't think about a white bear, and suddenly your thoughts, no matter what you do, is like that's predominantly what your mind wants to think about. And when you're thinking about just being positive, only positive, 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 your mind is constantly scanning for the negativity, and when it finds it, like it's almost like, well, clearly I'm doing something wrong, and you're punishing yourself for having a normal thought. So as far as I understand, the end goal will be to kind of tell you why, like just like to be happy, just accept what you have and accept whatever misery you have. Like it doesn't, like, sure, like try to like maybe think positively, but like try to think on the bright side, but like acknowledge the situation that you're in, and like just live in that. So that's an interesting book that I'm actually really excited to read. There was one thing yesterday which my mind is fucked now, but it was basically um, it was basically along the lines of like, there was an example that someone had given. It was how someone had they were, I think that someone was depressed, and that they were thinking about the worst happening. They were constantly thinking about the worst thing happening, and they were trying to avoid that worst thing happening, so they would push out positive thoughts. But all the same, that worst thing came. And I was like, I do that a lot. I always catastrophize. Catastrophize? I always think of like the worst case scenario. I'm always stressed out about the worst case scenario. I'm always thinking about like, what can I do proactively to avoid that worst case scenario happening. And sometimes, even a lot of times, I'd say that it works out for me. Like I feel prepared almost in a way to have that worst thing happen. And when it does, I'm kind of it's kind of like I've already rehearsed it, so I know what I'm doing to a certain extent. And I would like to stop that. I would like to get to a point where like I just live currently. It's like there's something, like, I don't know, just like something's bothering me, just like, what is it? Why is it bothering me? Like, don't try to fix it. Just live in it, sort of kind of thing. So I don't know. I've been thinking about just like even getting just going outside in my backyard and just reading. So just to split up stuff so I'm not so bored in front of my computer. So might do that. I don't know. But that's just kind of a jumbled word salad of some of the stuff that's going on in my mind. I feel like this morning, I don't know, my brain is all like cloudy or something. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like a little cranky, and I'm having a hard time like explaining like any sort of intricate thought. So that's annoying. Mom's on vacation. One of her, she had 2 bags. One of them got lost for a bit, which was ruining her vacation for a bit. And I was helping her fill stuff out, which was annoying me, because I was like, my God, of course it's something, always something. But now she got that bag back, so she's enjoying it. She's gone for another, I think, like 20 days, so enjoy that as best as I can. But it's been fine so far. There was also, oh yeah, I was looking at like, I guess it's been long enough, but I was looking at like houses and stuff. This would have been like 3 or so weeks ago. I was looking into like what can I afford and what should I like be looking for when I'm looking for a house. And one of the first videos I saw was that there was a recommendation that you shouldn't spend more than, oh, I think it was up to 35% of your like take home per month on your mortgage. That's recommended. And when I did that, I was like, oh, that's actually quite a lot less than I was planning on paying for my mortgage. And so there was a calculator that's like, okay, how much will you spend, how much do you want to spend per month? And like it'll spit out the kind of the price range you should be looking at for homes. And that price range was like around like 200K was pretty much max. I think it was like 137 or something like that. Okay, and I was like, oh, so nothing, literally dog shit. So I started looking at places like all around, like not just locally, like all around Canada. And it was like homes here were like, it maybe looks fine, but the bedroom is like, you can't even fit like my full bed in there. Like I have to like cut my bed in half, and that would take up the entirety of the room. And they're just super small, or it'd be like a 125K house that you knew you have to put in double that just to fix it up and like get it to a place that doesn't completely suck. So that got me frustrated. So like, okay, maybe maybe I'll rent instead, see what's out there for renting. There's more options for renting, but it's still a lot of the same. Like there's places that are like, here's a toilet and a shit to put your place, and a place to put your shit in. Jesus Christ. It's fucked, man. Like I said, this is all around Canada. Like I couldn't find a place that was fucking decent anywhere. Like even if I was like willing to move to a different province, I'm fucked. So that's got me like kind of sad. I don't know. I was looking forward to like the next year, getting out on my own, and it's looking like a lot less likely that that's going to happen. And everyone always says, be save your money, buy a house. You live at home, so like you can continue saving, and that's good for you and stuff. Like, yeah, sure, but like, I just want to get out of here, man. That'd be nice. I guess I was looking at videos like, the benefits between renting versus buying, and vice versa. And honestly, like everyone always says, renting is a waste of money, and yeah, I guess, but like, for me, I've always felt like it was a better option, because overall it's cheaper. Like per month anyway, like you're literally, like, I guess you're essentially throwing away money, but it's just cheaper because you don't have property tax, you don't have maintenance costs, you don't have like, if my roof breaks when I'm renting, it's like, all right, dude, fix it. If it's my house, I gotta fix it. That's just like, that's a lot of extra money to want to, like, to have to worry about, and like potential worry and extra worry, like in general. And it's like, man, that's a lot, man. I don't like that. And I doubt I'm gonna find, like where I'm at right now in my life, I doubt I'm gonna find like my forever house in like in a price point that I can afford. So renting just seems like the smarter option. And like I'm trying to get to, it's just frustrating because like every single person you talk to, it's like, yeah, no, renting is such a waste of money. Don't do it. You live at home, save your money, and then buy a house. Buy a house. Like that's the goal for everyone, is buy a house. And slowly but surely, I'm getting to a part where like, I don't give a fuck what your goal is. Like renting makes more sense for me, and that's what I'm probably going to do. And I don't know why it bothers me so much, because I shouldn't care that these people are like, yeah, no, you're throwing away money. I don't give a fuck. I just want a place to live. I literally don't give a fuck about wasting money like that. I want to live somewhere and not worry about the rest of the house. I just want a place to fucking have a roof over my head, a fast internet connection, and a place to sleep. That's it. I'll own a house when I want to live with someone else or something. I don't know. But that's just kind of where I'm at. So that's a frustration I've been having lately. So, yeah. I'm gonna probably go make a coffee and chill for a couple hours, and then work. It hasn't actually been too busy, which has been nice. Today's America Day, so hopefully it's somewhat quiet too, so that'll be good. And next week I can't wait, dude. I can't wait for vacation. Oh wait, my other vacation, I've got so I can take up to 2 weeks this year because when I started I'll have like 11 days by December, so I have 11 days of Lou, and then next week or next year I'll have 3 weeks fully. So, but I'm thinking the next vacation I'm probably gonna take is gonna be Labor Day week. So take that because I already got the Monday off. Just take the rest of the week off. And then I might do like November or something, because that would be like once every couple of months for the rest of the year. And on top of that, that would be that in November specifically, because then I'd have the 5 days plus the 6th day, because I had 11 days, like I said, total of time off, plus any additional potential Lou. So maybe might take some more time from there, because I think by the time that rolls around, I'll probably have more on-call stuff. So, because I think I'm up to 12 hours now or something like that. So, who knows? But and I mean that's one day if anything. So, if everything stayed the exact same, which it won't, but if it did, so yeah, with November not having any like holidays or anything like that, that would just be nice to kind of go there. And then December is always relatively quiet. I don't really mind working around Christmas time, so that's fine. So that's the plan, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.